Waterstones is the largest book retailer in the UK. We started with one bookshop in Old Brompton Road over 25 years ago, now have 280 across the UK and Ireland. A few years ago, Waterstones was sold by HMV Group to a Russian billionaire, Alexander Mamut, and at that time we had a new managing director called James Daunt, and he really changed the direction and focus of the business, really thinking about local markets, individual shops and how they could best suit the customers in their areas. Also, one of the key parts of the strategy that James Daunt wanted to drive was around having a really strong offer with regards to digital and e-reading. We talked about creating a Waterstones Academy that would address the bookselling skills that we needed to equip our booksellers with. And then also it came around that we were about to launch Kindles to our bookshops to sell. So around this time I met with Rob Hubbard from Learning Age Solutions, and because I wanted to launch a Waterstones Academy, we had discussed what we wanted that to look like, and I was very clear about the things that I really didn't want on a website, having worked with e-learning in the past.
Working with Emma, Emma was fantastic in that she was very good at saying and being very specific about what she wanted to achieve, but then trusted us as the digital learning experts to come up with the best way to do that. And we worked really closely with Emma and her team and with booksellers throughout the whole design and development process to make sure that what we were sketching out initially, and then what we were prototyping and what we were mocking up and then what we were building at all of those stages was absolutely right for the organisation, but most importantly for the users as well.
So we talked about what would the Waterstones Academy need to do. With the announcement that we were going to start selling Amazon Kindle devices, suddenly the need to launch the Academy sped up, and we really wanted to launch that with digital training, a big part of it. But we also knew that we wanted the Waterstones Academy to have much greater functionality beyond that in the future, because we wanted to also roll out an accredited certificate in bookselling in the future. The good thing about the fact that we were launching Kindle meant that every shop was going to get Wi-Fi, and we also managed to negotiate that every shop would get a Kindle Fire HD that they would actually be able to access the Waterstones Academy through, which opens up the possibilities of what we could actually do with the Waterstones Academy. So we could show videos and use sound, whereas previously we wouldn't have been able to do that if we were using the shop PCs.
So at its heart, Waterstones Academy is a goal-based learning system. So instead of kind of going through a one-size-fits-all course, instead people work towards goals that are the ones that are going to help them improve in their performance. So it's a much more kind of targeted and tailored and practical way of learning, particularly good for learning skills.
So a bookseller's experience of the Waterstones Academy would pretty much start from when they join Waterstones. They can register on the site themselves, they can access it anywhere on their smartphone, from home, at work, on their Kindle Fire, and they're able to use it wherever they want to. When they access the site, they see a variety of shields that are relevant to their role. So as a new bookseller, they would, for example, see the induction shield. And what they would do is work through that, looking at various goals and activities within those goals, which would give them that introduction to life at Waterstones and their role. Later on, they may use the site to take part in our certificate in bookselling programme, and that's a qualification that's accredited by the University of Derby. Also, booksellers can do their performance review on the Waterstones Academy as well, because I really wanted it to become a one-stop shop really for development and engagement and performance. So overall, the results that we've had of working with the Waterstones Academy have been incredibly encouraging, and it's been a really, really invaluable tool for the business to have. We've also had really fantastic feedback from the booksellers that have gone through the certificate in bookselling. We had 35 students graduate from that programme last year, and we've just enrolled 230 to take part in the programme this year. So really fantastic feedback from users, from managers about how well people are applying what they're learning, and also in our sales results as well.
I now feel even more responsible for ensuring the success of the store and achieving everything I can whilst being fully equipped with some of the fundamentals of being a good bookseller.
You should be really proud of the work you and your team have put into the Academy. I've just completed the Digital Shield and it's one of the best training tools I've ever used. I think it's going to prove really valuable during this next phase of business.